For you this offseason, coming off of year one and going into year two?
Yeah, I mean, for me, it's been about getting in the gym, working on my ball handling, especially under pressure. Trying to be more in that point guard role. So a lot of ball handling, a lot of shooting with Fred. A lot of time in the weight room as well, putting on some size.
Yeah, you mean one thing Casey mentioned, he just wants to see you, run the team during these games. Is that something you're going into of like, all right, I just want to be at the controls here?
No, for sure. Casey's put the ball in my hands and wants me to run the summer league team, which is good for me. And I've been working on that this whole off season, so I'm looking forward to going out there and showing what work I've been putting in.
That's the draft with EJ. What did you kind of say to him over the past year now he's gone through?
Yeah, EJ's seeing him go down, you don't like to see that, but I've seen this guy in the gym every day. First one in there working so hard, on his body, trying to get back healthy. So just seeing him back out there on the court's great, and I can't wait to play some league with him because he's got his athleticism back, he's got his feel back. So I'm looking forward to seeing him out there on the floor.
Do you feel more comfortable right now? Like, do you feel different in year two than you did last year?
For sure. I'm coming in with a lot of confidence this year, and coaches have confidence in me. I've been putting the work in, so I'm confident, ready to go out there and show it now.
Do you feel physically different? Are you a little bigger?
Yeah, for sure. We had some big weight sessions these past 2 months, so that's been a big focus for us, is putting on some size. So I always like to tell the boys I'm the strongest in the gym, and they know that. So it's been a big focus for me.
I'm sure you've gotten to play with Jordan Hawkins at least a little bit already with practices and stuff like that. What's it been like just being on the floor with him and playing off?
Yeah, I love that guy. The gravity he takes, he can shoot the piss out of it. So that guy, I believe him hoping he's going to make it. I haven't been able to play with a shooter of his caliber that can shoot off the move, catch and shoot, make tough shots, always in the right spot. So looking forward to playing with him as well.
What have been your impression of Coach Casey as a head coach?
Oh, Casey's great. He's really good. He knows his stuff. He's a very smart coach. So he puts everyone in position to succeed and
get out there and actually get in a
competitive
game.
I'm
not really anxious.
Just
really excited. Been playing basketball my whole life. This is a basketball game, so it's a new challenge. I'm ready for it.
With the NBA line and the practices that you've had so far, what's been the adjustment like as far as spacing and stuff like that?
Yeah, it's a lot more spacing than in college. We just got so many guys on the threat and professional level, so they really can't key on you like they did in college. I was still able to get shots in college, but it's a lot more easier now. So.
You looking forward to that of just being like?
Yeah, absolutely. Especially when the regular season comes, playing with B.I., Zion, and CJ, so I'll be even more open.
EJ talked about your shooting compared to Trey. How you feel like your shooting compared to his?
I'm always saying I'm a better shooter, but we can find out soon as you come back. So I'll be looking forward to it.
Jordan, how much are you looking forward to running alongside Dyson, EJ, some guys that have been here at least for a year?
I'm really excited. I've been learning so much from the guys like Dyson, EJ, Carlo a little bit, and DB. So I've learned a lot from those guys. They've been here for a while. They bring me into me like family. So I'm really excited to be a part of this team. And
do you have any goals during summer league, things that you want to just get done while you're out there in the games?
Win. First and foremost is win. If we win, I'm doing my thing. That means it's a good thing.
Hoping to accomplish these next 2 weeks, with this group.
Summer league's, it's kind of relative to every team going to Vegas. Obviously we've got some guys that are on our roster that we want to give legitimate minutes and opportunity to kind of get their feet wet in what we do. And that's the goal. Jordan, EJ, Dyson, even Dereon, Carlo, those guys that are on our roster, we want to give those guys a good look. So they're going to play every game. They're going to play the majority of the minutes, and we're going to get really good film to help develop these guys and ingrain them into our system.
So the plan right now is for the Jordans, the EJs to play all 5 games?
That's the plan right now, yeah.
Okay.
What have you sort of seen in EJ, and what do you want to see in him in Las Vegas?
I told EJ before we started this entire summer league experience, I said, listen, what you've been through, not a whole lot of people have done it. It's important for you to recognize the patience that you have to enter this into for yourself. I said, we're all going to be very patient with you. You have not played live basketball in just under a year. So he's been unbelievable. He's worked his tail off. to get back to where he is right now. Confidence-wise, I'd say he's probably at about an 85% and growing from there. So that's really the goal, is to allow him to kind of get back to the way he needs to feel so he can continue to attack his early career.
What do you think? What does he do well?
I mean, right now, he's worked his butt off on his shot. His shot's getting better. Defensively, he's very fluid. We can do a lot of things with him. We can put him in coverage. We can do a lot of switching. He can guard a lot of positions. And then offensively, he's a quick decision maker. Like, that's what we're looking for him to do, is facilitate, offense in secondary moments. If he catches the ball off of a pick and roll, make a play right away, and let his instincts kind of take over from there. And he's done a really nice job so far of doing that for us.
Is he good physically? I mean, he's full go at
100% right now. Yeah, 100%.
How unusual is it for you to have Frank having a 29-year-old guy here? I think he's 9 years older than Dyson. How unusual is that? And what do you look for in a guy that's played that much basketball?
Well, I mean, when you got that level of experience in the gym, you kind of lean on it. He gives us really good examples of what things should look like in the film. And the younger guys on our roster can kind of learn from him. But he's been solid. I mean, you couldn't tell he's a 29-year-old. He's been really good in this little mini camp. We're expecting him playing some minutes out there. He's done a nice job for us.
Can you talk about the opportunity that Dyson has in a more prominent role than he had last year in the regular season?
Yeah, without a doubt. I mean, I think in this situation, in these moments, it's important for us to feature Dyson and to give him the opportunity to expand in his role. And that's what you're going to see in Vegas. We're going to give him the basketball, put him in decision-making situations, and then build him from there. He hasn't played a ton, and it's important for us to put him in those situations and continue to build him. We all know he's a spectacular defender, and we're continuing to develop his offensive game to what we think fits our group, and we're very, very confident that we can do that with him.
And you just said, you guys know what he can do defensively. Just what steps are you hoping to see him take on the offensive end?
The offensive end, just being more of a floor general leader. Like, he makes the right reads every time, finding his voice and taking that and running with it. That's really kind of the goal with him.
Is this to be out here and to actually be this close to being in an actual competitive game?
I'm blessed, man. Just how far I've came. Last month I wasn't able to play 5-on-5, but now I can. So, I mean, it's just awesome to be out there, awesome to play with some of these guys who've been playing for a minute and just get back on the court. So it's about to be about a year now since last time I played. So there's a little nerves, but I'm excited.
You feel right physically?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I feel good physically. Just got to get my game conditioning back. Up and down is nothing you could prepare for on the bike or just the treadmill or anything. So, yeah.
So in the last month, you've started to get back and play 5-on-5 and things like that?
Yeah, just been ramping up, playing 5-on-5 right now. So,
throughout this process, is there any other pros or guys you've talked about who've gone through it that have helped you, navigate this?
I mean, CJ McCollum has, because he told me a story about how he broke his foot before his rookie year. He broke it in college, whatnot, and how he went through mental things and stuff. And also Kyra Lewis, he just got done doing rehab, just got back on the court this past year. So it was good to have guys like that to talk to me and just say it is a learning curve. Some days you feel good, some days you don't. So
when you think back to last year when you had the injury, how much of your mindset just sort of changed after going through something like that?
It's different. I got to build that confidence back up, going in the lane, playing in traffic and whatnot. I mean, that's normal when you come off an injury, but those are learning curves. If I do something once, I feel comfortable doing it again. So that's been my whole rehab process.
What was this past season like, just sitting on the bench and soaking it all in, I guess?
Obviously, I wanted to be out on the court, but it was a really, really good opportunity to learn from the guys who's playing my position, just see guys on the opposite team, being in the locker room for scouting reports and just knowing what all it takes to prepare yourself for such a long season.
How many positions are they going to look at you at?
3, 4, 5. I think I could play 3, 4, 5. I think I could get on the court wherever I could guard too. So if I have to guard a 2-1 game, probably not Herb gonna take that, but 3, 4, 5. So.
What did you kind of learn about yourself during all this process?
I didn't learn anything, honestly. I always knew I could overcome adversity. I mean, life is tough. You always ask the question why did it happen to me and whatnot, but
why not me? You know, this is just another experience because I'm not the first I'm gonna get injured and the last person that's gonna get injured. So that's how I looked at it.
What's it gonna be like to take the court again Friday for the first time now? What are those emotions gonna be like?
A lot of nerves. If you see me smiling, a lot of nerves, but just know I'm super excited to be back out there, be able to play, be in front of the lights again. So I'm excited.
Is there some particular part of your game that you feel like can earn you real minutes? And is that something you're going to want to display in Las Vegas? Not to say like there's one thing you can do that can earn you minutes. What would you say it is?
Being able to shoot the ball at a high clip and also guarding. I feel like if I could guard, I could be on the court. So in Vegas, I don't know if I'm gonna like show my full arsenal yet because I'm just now getting back on the court, just now getting back in game shape. So I'm gonna still be ramping up, still be feeling my way through it, but I'm gonna do what I can.
You worked on your shot a lot in the last year, haven't you?
Oh man, that's all I've been doing, spot up shooting in the corner. Because I've never been in the corner like in my college career and whatnot. So it's definitely different, but I've been working on it.
I mean, we saw you before at least 20 different games just shoot. Like, had you ever put that much work into your shot before, or was this the year that you did more of that than ever before?
This year has definitely been more just jump shooting, just because I couldn't really like do lateral movements and whatnot. But yeah, a lot of jump shots,
What have you seen from Jordan Hawkins so far in the practices that you've had?
In person, his jump shot is crazy. I don't know who's gonna win in the three-point contest between him and Trey. I'm gonna give it to Trey just because I seen it a whole bunch this past year, but he definitely has a great clip. So.
How so? What makes it crazy?
Just coming off the screen, his movements, like he doesn't stop running. He gets it off so quick. One time I just pitched it to him, he just shot it, and I was like, this cool to see.
Did you see what it takes to try to make it here?
I think it was good for me, you know, on both parts. Me being on the two-way, I got to be up here, you know, seeing like the original NBA game, and then getting down in the G League, just being able to get reps, so I know the feel because it's different if I'm out there just seeing it, but if I'm out there doing it, I feel like I can pick up on it a little faster.
Yeah, is there anything you tried to work on specifically with your game this summer going into next year?
Really everything, but mostly I'll say is just being more impacted on defense, and then just knocking down the shot.
Does it seem like Willie really values guys who can defend?
Yes, sir.
Does it seem like that's a way to
I feel like that's the first way I'll be able to get on the court.
Yeah.
During the offseason, there's always rumors of moves and things like that. Like, what do you feel like the team's reaction is that all of you sticking with, their nuts and bolts and like y'all returning a really similar roster?
Yeah, I feel like we're just keeping everything in house. I mean, everybody see the rumors and stuff through social media, but we don't really worry about that. We don't let that infect everything that's going on while we're here. The people that's around, they know what's really going on.
I feel like you have a good foundation and leadership for the team, and when it comes to your talents, what can you bring during the summer league and to this team with all the talent that you have?
I'll say my versatility on both ends, offense and defense. Being able to switch multiple positions, and then just being able to do what I do on offense, which is get downhill and just make plays for my teammates.
What are your first impressions of Jordan Hawkins? What stood out to you?
He can really shoot the basketball. I remember his first day, I think, we was playing against the coaches, and every read I came over the pick and roll and I found him. I think he made every shot. It's rarely to see him miss.
Would you compare him kind of similar to Trey shooting at all or not?
I say they're kind of different because I look at Trey as more of a spot up shooter, but Jordan, he running off pin down screens. He'll catch it, throw it, then chase it and shoot it. So they're two different shooters.
And to that point, how crazy is it to see a guy just run full speed around a screen and catch it and just rise up and take it?
Yeah, it's crazy. That just shows he's in shape, and he got good legs to be able to just keep running around screens like that.
And how's EJ look to you? As he hasn't been able to play for I don't know how many months now.
Yeah, he's looking real good. We've been here mostly the whole summer. Working out together. Played against the coaches a little bit, just to get his legs under him. But yeah, he definitely looked good. I think he actually looked better than he did last year because I had a couple workouts with him. He was more so a big, but I feel like now he's handling the ball more. His shot is getting better. So yeah, he looked real good.
And has Dyson looked any different to you since the end of the season?
He put on a couple pounds. We've been in there lifting. But yeah, he always just throw impressive passes. His reads are real good. So yeah, he's looking really good too.
What were your thoughts on the meme Larry dropped earlier this offseason involving Dyson?
No comment on those. I don't know.